Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Yinka, a developer relations engineer. In today's video, we're taking a look at Taiko and we'll be delving deep to figure out what exactly they're about. We'll be addressing three major points: who they are, what they do, and why they matter in this space. Starting off with number one, trying to figure out who they are. Now, if we head over to the website, taiko.xyz, we can see that it says Taiko is a decentralized Ethereum equivalent type 1 zkEVM. What exactly does this mean? Now, Vitalik has an article that he has written that goes over the different types of zkEVMs. I think you should read that. The link will be in the description below. But we'll go over this chart that he made, and this helps answer that particular question. And then we'll move on to the next step of addressing what they do and why they matter in this space. All right, so as we can see from the chart, it has 1, 2, 2.5, 3, and 4. Now, Taiko is at the top of this hierarchy at being a type 1 zkEVM. A type 1 zkEVM can verify an environment that looks exactly like Ethereum and even the Ethereum chain itself. As we can see on Taiko's website, they do say they are a decentralized Ethereum equivalent zkEVM. The higher the number, the less likely they are similar to Ethereum. So the less Ethereum equivalent they are. Now, Taiko being at number one is much closer to what Ethereum is right now, as opposed to other zkEVMs that would exist. It is maximally easy for rollups because you can share infrastructure, including execution clients, but it takes a very long time to generate proofs. What this means is a type 1 zkEVM is very, very similar to Ethereum as it is today. And that is ideal for a bunch of reasons, and we'll go over those much later in the video. And a few advantages of a type 1 zkEVM are the ability to simply deploy already existing smart contract code without having to rewrite everything. Now, what this means is the current code that works on the Ethereum blockchain will work flawlessly on a type 1 zkEVM, as opposed to the possibility of rewriting the code in a completely different language. If you've written your smart contract code in Solidity, it works seamlessly on the Taiko blockchain once you deploy that contract to the blockchain. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to change anything, and that is really, really convenient for developers. Secondly, is existing functional dev tooling can be reused. Again, Ethereum equivalent, fully Ethereum equivalent really does mean that. If it works on Ethereum, it'll work on Taiko, and that is really, really convenient for developers. Now, according to Vitalik in the article that we just went over that I encourage you to read, he said type 1 zkEVMs are ultimately what we need to make the Ethereum layer 1 itself more scalable. So if we're looking to scale Ethereum, we need to be building type 1 zkEVMs. I'm sure there will be room for the different types of zkEVMs that will emerge as time progresses, but ideally we want to build a fully Ethereum equivalent zkEVM to scale Ethereum. So now to the second point, what exactly do they do? A zkEVM like Taiko helps to scale Ethereum by being fully Ethereum equivalent, right? What this means again is that developers can take code that already works on the Ethereum blockchain and deploy it to Taiko without needing to change anything. This, like I've said earlier, is really convenient and ideal for developers. And lastly, why do they matter? Why should we care that a zkEVM, a type 1 zkEVM exists? Now, you see, the thing is, as we approach the expansion of on-chain users, Ethereum in its current state faces challenges in managing a bull market, and there are a lot of scalability issues. I'm sure you're familiar with having to pay insane amount of gas fees because of the increase in traffic into the blockchain. Now, this is where zkEVMs like Taiko come into play. They're able to scale Ethereum while maintaining affordable gas fees for users. I made a video going over how zkEVMs help Ethereum to scale. If you're curious about that, I'll leave the link to that video in the description. Now, to recap, Taiko is a type 1 zkEVM helping to scale Ethereum. Their code is open source and they are fully decentralized. And they also recently launched their testnet, Katla. A detailed article to that will be in the description below. In the next video, we'll be taking a look at the Taiko documentation. We're going to attempt to deploy a smart contract and verify a smart contract and maybe run a Taiko node. If you'd like to see that, please subscribe and I'll see you around.